Hey guys, welcome back to Say What Reacts. We're back again with another CIX reaction for you guys. I am super excited for this because the pictures that I have seen for this comeback look gorgeous. The guys look so incredibly beautiful. I'm actually extremely nervous for this comeback though, because from the still shots that I've seen, I immediately know it's their storyline. If you haven't reacted to, oh, I forget what the actual title of it's called. I think it's like a story film. Can't remember the actual title, but it's one of their story films, and it came out around the same time that Numb came out, if I'm not wrong. And oh my god, it is very intense. It is extremely emotional, and we were kind of left like with a bit of a cliffhanger, and it's kind of like, but what happens? What happens? I need to know what happens next. And we haven't really gotten more information in regards to that story, like in what was going on in that storyline, in that story film, other than in the end of Wave. The very end of the Wave MV, there was this random clip at the end that was like, it was like, you know, less than 5 seconds long, and it's literally like Younghee like looking like really not good on like a medical table, and the other guy's standing around him, like there's blood everywhere, and the other guys are standing around him looking extremely distraught. And it was extremely jarring because the Wave music video seemed very fun and lighthearted, but I mean, if you know their storyline, spoiler alert, if you don't know their storyline, I'm going to be talking about their storyline. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you probably shouldn't listen to this. However, let me put this on the screen for you guys. But yeah, so spoiler alert as far as their storyline goes. The overall arcing like kind of thing is for like most of their music videos is kind of a working their way through the different layers of hell trying to reach heaven. Kind of, that's like the basic consensus, I think, of the storyline. However, there is a more detailed storyline, like I said, that came out with like these story films around like the Numb MV time frame. And there was like multiple like videos, like one for each member. Trigger warning, FYI, their storyline is extremely intense. It's extremely sensitive. Some of it's very graphic. It's heartbreaking. So for Younghee's character, you can tell like he's not, I think he was like not doing well in school. He literally pulls out a knife and attempts in the middle of the classroom. It's once again, it's very intense. And the thing is that like, you're like, oh my god, why would they like do that? But it's like, this is like the reality of some people, not just in Korea but in the world. But I mean, like, for those who don't know, the teen suicide rate in Korea is the highest out of anywhere in the entire world. The amount of pressure these kids are put on. If you listen to the lyrics of the Numb music video, that's literally like what or the Numb song, that's literally like what they're talking about and referring to, is just the amount of pressure that is put on the, you know, these kids. And so I commend them for addressing a topic that is very heavy but very important to speak about. In that short, you see Baejin Young's character see what's going on, yank him up out of his seat, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Basically, like, are you fucking kidding me? And he like knocks the knife out of his hand. He's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're not gonna sit here and do that shit here. No. And he kind of stops it from happening. Although he's bleeding, it's not to the point where he's going to, like, you know, unalive himself. So there's also another portion where, if I'm not wrong, I think it's also Younghee's character. This might be like kind of a flashback to this, because in Younghee's video where he attempts in class, or he tries to attempt in class, he's kind of beat up, and then all of a sudden you see in BX's film, or like little like story. I need to turn on the fan. In BX's story, you see him kind of like walk past like this kind of like little like alleyway, and it's a bunch of guys beating up on a kid. That kid is Younghee, and he kind of like stops and he kind of like looks like, should I help him, should I not? And the song, one of their B-sides is called Bystander. And, you know, it's like, are you going to be a bystander? Are you going to, you know, do nothing? Or are you going to get in there and are you going to help and you're going to actually do something? You know what I mean? So that was like the song that was playing for like his, it was called Bystander. And he didn't. He ended up continuing to walk and he didn't stop and help. And then of course, like I said, I think that was like a flashback because after that you see, you know, like Young-hee has like the bruises when he's in the classroom and stuff. After that we see Young-hee on the rooftop and he's sitting on the edge of the roof and he makes a phone call to his mother and or he sends a text message I think to his mother and basically just, you know, thanking her and, you know, for being the mom that she's been and stuff. And I think she can sense something's wrong and she gets very worried and she tries calling him but he's not answering. And you just see like his phone on the roof but not him there anymore. And she starts speeding because she's trying to go to where he's at because she knows something's off and she's extremely worried, so she starts speeding down the road. Then it cuts to Sung-hoon's scene, and Sung-hoon is you know, practicing, I think, dance, if I'm not wrong, in a studio, and you know, his mom is meeting him to pick him up, and he's on one side of the street, and all of a sudden he hears commotion and like an accident on like kind of across the street but a little further down, and he's like, what is that, what's going on? And as he goes to approach it, he sees the umbrella that his mom owns that she always carries. And what happened was Young-hee's mom, speeding, worrying about Young-hee, ends up hitting Sung-hoon's mom as she was crossing the street to pick up Sung-hoon. So it's like a cause and effect situation. It's heartbreaking. He's literally like, the acting from these members are, it's incredible. It's extremely heartbreaking. I remember bawling my eyes out watching it because he's just holding his mother who's like bleeding on the street, and he's bawling his eyes out and like crying out. Oh my god, it was heartbreaking. And then I believe the last one was Hyunsuk, which was basically he's at like a bus stop. And I think it's kind of like a parent that's never there type of thing. Like, I think his dad is supposed to pick him up and he just never shows up. And he's like, you know, this is clearly not the first time this has happened where, like, just, you know, a father figure that's just not around, obviously isn't paying attention to their child, doesn't seem to care enough. And he looks extremely, like, upset and disappointed and having to like walk home, you know, by himself, or maybe he did take the bus, I can't remember, but all alone because his dad couldn't be bothered to spend any time with him. So those are kind of like the little things I remember from their story film. And then that last scene in Wave is what I'm assuming. Oh, and I do remember in Bae-jin Young's story film, he ends up going to the rooftop where Young-hee was. And once again, I said Young-hee's not there. You just see his phone there. Like, his stuff is there, but he's not there. Which we make the assumption that he must have jumped. And then at the end of the Wave MV, we see Young-hee extremely bloodied on a hospital, like, bed. Like, on a hospital, like, you know, table. And the boys are standing around him looking extremely worried. And so I assume that is the aftermath of him jumping. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So like, is he still here? Is he no longer with us? Like, what the fuck is happening? And I feel like that's the last time we maybe got like a real in-depth kind of analysis of that storyline. I don't think we've touched base on that storyline since those items have come out. Once again, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to go check out that first story film that came out. It was, like I said, it was around the time that Numb came out. I can't remember the exact title, but I highly encourage you to watch it because, oh, it's intense, but like it's needed. Like the cause and effect of things that can happen, and you know, there's just not speaking up when you should speak up for someone and help them, and you know, just all kinds of things. Like these are things, and the amount of pressure that people put on their children and youth, and you know, these are all things that need to be spoken about. And I think it's so commendable and beautiful that CIX are using their platform and their music as a way to discuss these things and bring these things to light and talk about these hard subjects that a lot of people don't want to talk about but that need to be talked about. It's just, I appreciate it so incredibly much. So this MV is called Save Me, Kill Me. I know that there were teasers and little films and stuff that came out before this. I will be reacting to that after the MV. So we are going to watch the MV first. Sorry, I know this has like already been 10 minutes, but I really wanted to recap the storyline first that I remember and that I recall before like getting into the new like MV. So I'm gonna watch the new MV first because I don't want it to be spoiled for me, and then after that we're gonna go back and we're gonna watch the little films for each one of them and the 2 teasers that came out for the MV in case there's additional information in those that, you know, I just don't want to miss any additional information regarding the storyline. So we're gonna do the Save Me Kill Me MV first and then go back and watch the little films and the teasers for this as well. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and put that on pause. I'm nervous for this. I do have, hold on, I do have a box of tissues. I really hope I don't have to use it, but I should be holding my light stick. I should grab my light stick down and just have something to hold on to, but it's okay. I'm not gonna, it's fine. Whew, okay, we're gonna be fine, right? Right? Okay, I think I've pressed all the buttons I need to press. Let me take a sip of water. If you have sat here this long and listened to my recap of the storyline so far, I appreciate you. Please, please, I encourage you to check that out. Let's go ahead and let's play this. It's gonna be heavy, I just know it. Okay. Okay, we're fine. Oh, wow. So we are picking up right where the story films ended. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, we've gone back a little bit because he's still on the roof. He hasn't yet. But, whew, okay. Wow, we are just diving right in. You know, and the crazy thing is, it's been a couple years since they addressed this storyline. I find it very interesting that they're going back to it after so long. I'm so glad they are, though, because, man, those story films were so impactful. Holy shit. I'm so happy that they're going back to this. I think it's needed. It's really needed. Okay, let's continue. That's his mom calling. Oh, fuck my life. Jesus Christ. Oh, I knew it. And then this is him getting oh my God, they're literally, oh, I just spent the first 10 minutes of this video talking about everything that I remembered from the story films, and this is it. This is literally the flashbacks of everything. Oh, okay. I just know, oh, fuck, I'm gonna cry. I'm already gonna cry. Thank God I have these here. I'm already gonna cry. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. Like I said, this was very intense watching the first time. I remember crying a lot when I first reacted to it. We recently just did, over on Twitch, I did kind of like a CIX dive for some of my subscribers who didn't know CIX. We watched a lot of like their fun and sexy stuff, and I was like, I know we've been watching a lot of fun and sexy stuff, but here's something that they've done that I feel is very important that I really want to share with you guys. And I played that story film for them and the Numb MV as well. And they were like, what the fuck? I was like, I told you, like, but this is why I love CIX so much, because the pressure put on these kids and the cause and effect of things, just, these are all things that are just, you know, like, you don't think about things from other people's perspective and stuff, and these are things that need to be brought to light and need to be talked about, and I commend them so much for doing that. I love it so much, but it's so hard to watch, you know. That right there, fuck. So I wasn't looking at the lyrics. I need to make these lyrics bigger. Sorry, 1 second. Because I don't think you guys can see them very well. Okay. I had a premonition of the destruction you would bring. Okay. Oh. I just hate, like, sorry. First of all, they're such amazing actors, first of all. Second of all, seeing him look like this on the screen and, like, just, it's, I can't imagine what someone who's in mentally in a place like this, what horrible and sad things have to be happening in their mind and their heart to be able to get to such a point where they feel that that's all they have left to do is to take a step off that ledge. And it's just so sad, you know? Yeah, oh my god, it's literally their entire story film just recapped. This is literally like a recap of their story film, but in an MV. Oh, god, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh god, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, but I love it. You know, like, I love that they're doing this, but I hate it at the same time because they're such good actors, and it makes you emotional. Oh my god. Oh, this fuck. I'm on my period. This isn't good. This isn't a good combination. This isn't a good time to be watching this. Whew, okay, it's fine. Ugh. What was the 1226 again? I don't remember. 1226. Was that in a past one or is this new? 1226. I don't know. Oh, sweetie, he's right there. Is this MV gonna be more like I wish I would have done something type of MV? You know what I mean? Like, if only I had helped him that day in the alley. If only I had approached him that day in the supermarket. If only, you know what I mean? Like, maybe things would have turned out different type of situation. I don't know. And it's the cause and effect thing. Like, because Young-hee's mom was worried, she sped and she hit Sung-hoon's mom picking him up from practice, and then obviously his mom, what it looked like, passed away because of the car accident, and that affected him. So it's like this, like, just chain reaction, horrible thing of events. So that's when his dad didn't come and spend time with him, and he just had to walk home by himself. Whoa, what? Oh, are these the guys that, like, beat up Young-hee? And he's like, I don't know. Or are these guys are about to beat up on another kid, and Bae-jin Young's like, I'm not fucking having that. Not again. Is that what's happening? Oh. Their voices in the song. I haven't even talked about this beautiful song. There's so much going on. I'm too emotional. Okay. Their voices have sounded absolutely amazing and beautiful. And for those who haven't had a chance to see them live in concert yet, if you get the chance to do so, 100% you will not regret it. They are amazing, amazing live in concert. So if you ever get a chance to, definitely I encourage you to buy a ticket and see them. They're amazing. Except Bajan Young made me run away. He was, we had a high touch, and he was way too intense, and I got nervous and I like ran from him. It's never happened. This has never happened to me before ever. But he has such an aura about him. Oh my god, I can't. Anyway, back to the song and the video. I feel like that's what's happening is these same guys that were beating up on Young Hee are about to beat up on this kid now too. And Bajan Young's like, I'm not gonna fucking stand for this. I think that's what's about to happen. I'm not sure. Let's continue to watch it. But do you hear this beautiful song and these beautiful voices? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No, he's wearing his watch. Why are you gonna do that to me? Okay. Oh my god, that's so sad. That's like his reminder. Oh my god. Oh, I'm just a mess. I am such a mess. Maybe I shouldn't have reacted to this right now. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So obviously Younghee left his watch and his phone on the rooftop before he jumped. And then when Bajan Young did get up to the rooftop, he was too late. And the only thing that was left was the watch and the phone. And that's clearly Younghee's watch. And the reason it's busted and damaged like that is because it got busted when the kids were beating up on him and he was like falling on the ground and being kicked and stuff. Oh, fuck. I'm not even reading the lyrics. Jesus Christ. Hold on. That freaking note. Did you hear that note that Sunghoon just hit? At least I think that was Sunghoon. See, that's when he walked away and he didn't stop to help them. And now he's like reminiscing back on it. And he's upset with himself that he didn't do anything. God, don't tell me that that's like a note that he wrote beforehand. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, and now they're playing it back. Oh, is that from a cinema? I was like so emotional. So is that like them like looking back on them? I'm so emotional. Okay. So is this like them looking back on like their memories together and their time spent together in like Young Hee's like place, I'm assuming, wherever his dorm is or his apartment or wherever he stayed, his house, his basement, I don't know where he stayed. And then this is them like maybe looking back through like their old stuff. And then this is like from their cinema music video when they had like the and action, and you saw like they wrote Stella on the VHS tape, maybe. Okay, so I don't think Young Hee's gone, because it looks like maybe they were doing like a blood transfusion, because let me play this to the end, make sure there's nothing else. Hold on. What is that? Oh god, he's erasing it. Oh, okay. So it looked like I'm such a mess. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, so it looks like. Oh, I need to get it together. Fuck. I don't edit my videos either, so I'm not cutting any of this out. It is what it is. It's a beautiful storyline, but it's so heartbreaking. It's beautiful because of the fact that they are willing to tell it. You know what I mean? And it's things that need to be discussed. It's things that need to be said, because these are things that happen in real life. These are things that people go through in real life, and it's important to speak up when you need to speak up and say things and take action and to help people and to be considerate and compassionate and kind. It's important because you never know what those little things will do for someone in their life. You know, that might be the one little thing that they need, you know? And, you know, so I appreciate them addressing this. Okay. I don't think Young Hee is gone, simply for the fact that we see this here. Here, it looks like maybe there's a blood transfusion happening, because you can see right here blood kind of traveling up the tube. So maybe there's like a blood transfusion happening from like the blood loss that he suffered from the fall, from the jump. His beautiful little eyeball. I can't. What is 12/26? That's not their debut date, because they debuted like in the summer. What is 12/26? I know that number seems so significant, and why can't I remember? Oh, can someone please remind me what 12/26 is? I feel like I know that, and I'm just being stupid right now. I don't know. Oh god, I look a mess. My cheeks are all flushed and my eyes are probably. Man, and I didn't wear waterproof mascara today. Oh goodness, that was a bad choice. Okay. So that's where I think we are with it. They're clearly reminiscing over the time that they'd spent with him, and they're upset that they didn't do more during those times to help him. And I don't think Young Hee is no longer with us yet. I think he's just in extremely bad condition in the hospital. So maybe we'll see like where this goes next. So a lot of this, the majority of this is a recap of where not a majority. A portion of this is a recap of what we've already experienced in the film, but actually putting it in an MV, because a lot of people haven't seen the film. And they didn't put him attempting in this, which is probably a good thing, because if not, they'd have to have like major like warnings beforehand if they did put it in there. There was major warnings before the film. They wouldn't have been able to kind of market the MV as widespread if they would have included that scene. So it's understandable that wasn't in here. So a portion of this had the recap of the story films, very quickly kind of recapped, where you kind of got a glimpse of everything, but you didn't fully understand it, I guess, unless you'd seen it, really. And then it also shows them and where they're at now, and kind of grieving or dealing with like maybe the guilt and the process of the aftermath of everything that's happened. And so now it's kind of like, okay, but where do we go from here? Like, what happens from here? So I'm very, very curious as to like what's going to be next in this storyline. So let's go ahead and go into, I don't know if any of the mood films, is it a mood film? Is that what it's called? I don't even know. I've pulled up every little teaser and everything. So we have May 2023 coming soon. This is the first thing that dropped. This was 3 weeks ago. We're just going to go through everything and see if we can piece together anything else from the storyline that they might have like given us more information on, or if it's just the same thing we've already seen. So let's watch this together. Oh my gosh, I appreciate them so much. Their acting, their vocals, that song was beautiful. That song was absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to listen to the rest of this album. All right, let's do this. May 2023 coming soon. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, BX had that in his film. Yes, that's why it was familiar, but I don't know if I ever realized where it was. Oh. His dad not messaging him back. Oh. Oh, them playing that at the end. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, them playing the tape or whatever at the end. Okay. Let's go to the next one. This fucking cat. Look. Look, there's another storyline that I have reacted to. Has a black cat with a blue and a green eye. And I know it's like, I think it's in like, it's in like a Korean like history. Like there's like a lore about like this cat. I believe, if I'm not wrong. I just can't remember exactly what it is. But every time I see a fucking black cat with two different colored eyes, I'm just like, fucking cat. Like every time. It's mainly because the TXT storyline, that fucking cat. But I'm not sure about it in their storyline. See, I see that, and it just reminds me of their song "Stairway to Heaven." It's one of the B-sides on a couple albums back. It's one of their B-sides, and it is one of the most angelic, beautiful songs ever. Like, if you just want to just be taken to this place of just vocal heaven, listen to their B-side "Stairway to Heaven." It is the most beautiful thing. Their voices are magical and incredible, and it's just it's such a beautiful song. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know. Yeah, their new logo. So if you guys don't know, they not that they necessarily changed their logo per se, but like they kind of sort of changed their logo or their color with like every like, kind of album that releases. It's, like white or red or blue, and then they have the wave during the wave one. They had like this fiery one during it's the last one I think it was that came out, the 458, and then this one is so pretty. Do I have the fiery one? I thought I did. Maybe I don't have that one. I don't know. I think I have all the rest of them except for that one. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Yeah, that was very interesting. The thing that I got from this was it just reminded me of their B-side "Stairway to Heaven," and overall in their storyline, like that's kind of the point, is they're trying to make their way through hell, through the different layers of hell to get to heaven. So yeah, very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and this is the I'm Okay Mood Film 1. I don't know if this will have spoilers for their album or not. I'm gonna risk it. Typically I do not spoil the album for myself at all. That being said, I really don't want to miss out on anything storyline. So I'm just going to go ahead and watch all of these and just hope that it doesn't spoil any of the songs. If it does, that's okay. I'm still going to react to the full album anyway. So let's go. Okay. I just noticed that at the back of him it says, oh man, are you kidding me? There's no fucking translations. Fuck. I really wish there was translations. Damn. That sucks. I just realized that the behind him it says the end of the sea, or the end of sea, and that reminds me of their Wave music video. With us one tonight. It's like I'm making sure he's at the right bus stop, just in case. His little Rubik's Cube beside him. Wow. Just sitting there waiting for his father that never shows up. That's so sad. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay. So are these gonna be instrumentals for the songs on the album? Is that what we're getting with these, or just like instrumentals? I don't know. I just don't think that, yeah, these are not gonna have English captions or anything, so. I feel like these are the instrumentals for the songs. Oh, I really like the way this one sounds. I don't think it's songs they've already released. I think this is, because this is for the 60p album, so I would assume this is maybe the instrumental tracks for the songs that are being released. I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it's just kind of a recap of where they left off in the last one. Him waiting at the bus stop for his dad, him going up to the roof and not finding Younghee there, just finding the items that he left the next day, obviously going up there. Ooh. I really like that. That wasn't the song we just listened to, was it? Save Me or Kill Me? Was that Save Me or Kill Me? I don't know. I really liked the way that sounded. I don't even know. I need to listen to I need to download it. I need to listen to it more. I was so distracted in that MV. My God, I was bawling my eyes out. I was so distracted. Like, I need to remember what it sounds like. Oh, okay. Let's go to the next one. Put this back on the screen for you guys. Is this the same song? Is this just the title track? The instrumental for the title track over and over again? See, do you see his wrist? That's what I was talking about when he tried to attempt in the classroom and Bae drug him to the back and like kind of threw him down on the ground. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, don't you dare do that. That's that scene. This sounds like the same song as the last one. Watch them all be the same exact song, just different parts of the instrumental, and I'm just stupid. It sounds like it's the same one. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next one. This is different. Oh, this guitar is beautiful. Oh. I'm assuming we've picked up, I'm assuming this is after he's lost his mom. And he's walking home in the rain by himself instead of meeting his mom. It's so sad. I was just about to say, I really liked the way that sounded. I loved that guitar that whole time, and then when that like kind of the snaps and like that higher kind of high-pitched sound came in at the end there, that sounded really nice. All right, we're on Mood Film 5. CIX, I think. Ooh. 12:26 on the matches. Okay. I really liked the way that all of those sounded. I'm just gonna watch the teaser 1 and teaser 2 real quick in case there's anything in the teaser that wasn't in the actual MV. I don't want to miss out on anything regarding the storyline.
그때 우리를 생각하면.
Hold on. Korean auto-generated, but then to English, or is there just English? Okay, so we're doing Korean auto-generated, but then it's translating the Korean auto-generated to English. I hope it's kind of accurate. It's better than not having anything, I guess.
그때 우리를 생각하면 나도 조금은 살고 싶어졌어.
Thinking about it makes me want to live a little bit. Oh, I wish we knew what the freaking words on the screen were. For love for you. Wow, okay. Whew. Okay. And then the last one, you guys. This is the MV number 2. Okay, this is the last one. Oh. That song is so beautiful. Those vocals, the way that drop builds. Oh, it's just so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna get emotional again. Shit. I need to not. Okay. Well, this reaction was very long. I knew probably it would be because I knew I wanted to talk about the storyline a lot. And once again, I'm not going to rewatch. I've already watched it a couple times now. I've reacted to it, well, once, shared it with people while I was on the screen a second time, and I've also seen it on my own a third time. So I wasn't going to rewatch the original story film back from a couple years ago because I had already seen it a few times already. But once again, I still wanted to talk and recap everything from it, um, which I did for the first like 10 minutes of this reaction. And then we literally picked right up where we left off. We got a couple of, you know, not flashbacks, but I guess like, kind of recaps of the story. And then going back into this is where we are now. And like I said, I think where we are now is the guys being regretful, hurt, upset, wanting to make a difference now, wanting to make a change now, regretting that they didn't previously. And I don't think Young Hee, I think Young Hee is still with us, just very, very, like severely injured and in the hospital. So I can't wait to see where the storyline takes us yet because we didn't get a huge progression forward in this storyline. It was just kind of like a recap and a little bit of a we wish we would have done something more. And maybe that's all they want to give us. Maybe the storyline won't progress further. Maybe this is just kind of like a lesson learned type of situation where we don't need to necessarily get the next steps. We just need to be taught a lesson, kind of type of thing, as in like, sometimes the littlest thing, the littlest gesture, the littlest something could really go a long way for someone because you never know what someone's going through. And maybe this is all that they'll do with it. I really hope it does progress further. I hope we see a recovery for Young Hee, and I hope we see that the boys coming together and just a healing process starting to happen. I would absolutely love to see that. I'm afraid there might be moments in this, if we do get the storyline progressing further. Once again, in the storyline there's cause and effect, right? Because of what Young Hee did, it caused his mother to speed, which caused the accident to happen, which caused Sung Hoon to lose his mother. So I hope, because if you kind of look, he looks upset and sad. Or he looks sad, but he also looks upset. Like, he just looks like, I wish I would have done something. He looks extremely sad, but also like upset, if that makes sense. So I'm wondering if we do get a progression in the storyline, will they then tackle an even deeper emotional aspect of, is Sung Hoon, oh, I didn't even have that on the screen for you guys. I was talking about this, oh, wrong button. I was talking about this part where it kind of flashes to each of the guys, and like he just kind of looks like regretful, like I wish I would have like said something to him, but he just kind of looks sad but also like upset. And he's the one who lost his mother, so it makes me wonder if they do continue the storyline, are they going to tackle another super deep subject of, addressing the fact that if Young Hee didn't do what he did, he wouldn't have lost his mother. So is he going to blame Young Hee for losing his mother? And you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Young Hee was going through something, you know what I mean? Like, there was a situation that was going on, but when you're dealing with the loss of someone, your emotions can get, the better of you, understandably so. Like, that's a severe amount of trauma. Losing a parent, losing a child, whichever it is, losing someone is an extreme trauma. So I wonder if they'll end up tackling that aspect of things next. And if they decide to continue with the storyline, they might just end it here. I don't know. But if they do, I'm wondering if they'll tackle that aspect of it, is healing, healing after the trauma, and, forgiving and accepting. I wonder how far they'll take this. I'm really curious about that. But man, oh, and then like I said, there's that other side of their storyline where they're kind of like trying to make they're like in hell, making their way through the different layers of hell, trying to make their way to heaven. So there's kind of like two sides, like they have like kind of two storylines going on, in a way. And maybe the two will end up connecting. Maybe something will happen to all of them, which puts them where they're at in their other side of the storyline in hell, where they're trying to make their way through the 7 layer or 7, whatever, the 5, whatever the layers of hell, the levels, the different levels, you know, the Dante Inferno type thing, to where they're trying to make it back to heaven. I don't know, maybe the two stories will end up, you know, kind of meeting. It's intense, y'all. It's intense and it's heavy, and I commend them. I just commend them for tackling major subjects like this. I think it's beautiful and sad, but, you know, sometimes necessary. So, oh, I'm so sorry you had to sit there and watch me get emotional and, like, bawl my eyes out through the entire, like, music video practically, but it just brought back everything from the whole reason I didn't rewatch the story film before I started filming this is because I didn't want to, like, be bawling my eyes out. I didn't get, like, super emotional. And literally the second the MV started, it was the story film all over again. I was like, oh fuck, here I go. And I immediately started crying. I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I didn't watch it right before reacting. Oh man. Oh, it's so good though. They're so good. They're so beautiful. And they sing so beautifully, and their acting is phenomenal. Ugh, I love them. Anyway, whew, good Lord. If you're still here, thank you. Please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what the storyline means to you. Had you watched the story films prior to seeing this MV? If not, were you like, what the fuck is happening? Like, let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts about them tackling a subject like this. Let me know your thoughts on, do you think they'll continue forward with, sorry, I need water, hold on. Let me know your thoughts if you think that they'll continue forward with the storyline and, like, kind of the healing process, like the next steps in, like, grief and healing and dealing with emotions and feelings. And let me know if you think they'll continue it, and if so, like, do you think they'll end up being a problem, you know, emotionally with Sung-hoon and Young-hee? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, and I would really, really love to read how you feel about it in the comments below. So please, please, please like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate that so much. And that'll be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.